If you are planning to apply for Canadian visa or you wanted to reapply for Canadian visa, please pay attention, as I'm going to tell you most of the things that make them to reject your visa application or deny you your visa application before you reapply. Please try to find out the reason why your visa was denied at the first time so that you can able to fix it. As I pencil down good number of things that make the Canadians not to grant you your visa, because you are not going to have one-on-one interview with any staff of the Canadian embassy. Rather, all the document that you presented is what they will use as an interview, as a criteria to judge and assess your application. For example, if you are a student who is applying for student permit in in Canada, there has been an increase in the proof of fund that you need to present for them to grant you permit to study in Canada, because they have said that in recent years, many students that has been granted with permit to study in Canada come in, and about 25% of them did not even show up in the institution or the school that bring them into Canada. It became a problem as they have also increased it to about 2,260 Canadian dollar per applicant, bringing a total of 22,895 for a single applicant who wanted to apply to study in Canada. These are the updates they made for those of you who are going for student permit. They have also bring a good number of assessment and make visa rejection more higher for some countries. For example, Indian, those who are applying from India, the rejection rate for them, as long as student visa is concerned, is up to 80% in this year, 2025. Other countries are also included. You are going to find out the rejection rate of those of you that is applying for student visa to travel to Canada to study. These are the things that you also need to know. And Canada have also resumed again for those of you who already have permanent residence in Canada or a citizen in Canada, for you to bring in your parents and your grandparents to come and stay with you under permanent resident status. They have started the program again this year. This it started from July 28, 2025. They reintroduce it again. It is now approved again that you can bring in your parents or your grandparents under permanent resident status form. Having said that, the IRCC published an estimated process time for different visa type. For example, visitors visa, work visa, resident permit visa. These are estimated but not guaranteed. And there are things that always make delays for Canadian visa. When you apply, you have a number of delays that make it sometimes you waited up to 1 year, 6 months, 1 year, even more than 1 year for them to answer you. But delay often happens if your application is incomplete or you are missing some documents. If you are applying for Canadian visa, make sure that you did not omit anything. Do not be in a hurry to submit your form for Canadian visa process application. Make sure that you take your time to study your application very well. If you are applying through an agent, make sure that you are there with the agent while the form is being filled, to make sure that you double check everything that is in that form. Your passport number is very, very important. Your date of birth is very, very important. Make sure that it tallies with your passport. Make sure it tallies with every single document that you are uploading there that have something to do with your passport, have something to do with your date of birth, place of birth, even the street that you are living. Make sure that your name are spelled out correctly as it is written in your passport. Do not omit any single thing, for incomplete application may lead for denial or abandoning your application for a very long time. So missing document, or if biometric haven't been submitted or followed up timely, because there are a number of days that you're supposed to come and take your biometric, especially once you have received a notification for your biometric to come and put down your fingerprint. It lasted for 30 days. So if you did not come to take your biometric, you take it after 30 days. The possibility of abandoning your application form is there. This is Canada for you. Other causes of delay include security or background check, medical check, higher volume of application. These are the things that will also make applications to be delayed. If they wanted to do background check, maybe they wanted to control your schools you presented or the other documents that you presented, for example, your bank statement, your tax clearance certificate, your certificate of incorporations, all those things that you uploaded, they wanted to verify, even your birth certificate. These are background check. Canada are now checking everything that you submitted to make sure that all that you submitted is original, because you are not going to have one-on-one interview with any person. Every document that you submitted is what they will use to base and judge your application. Then, if biometrics is required, you must usually be submitted your fingerprints to photo. Applicants often got 30 days to do so after receiving the request. As I said before, you get 30 days to come and put down your fingerprint, or what they call biometrics. If you did not do that, just know that your application may be abandoned somewhere. If you have not taken biometric in Canada Embassy and you are thinking that your application is being processed, my brother, my sister, I'm sorry to disappoint you that your application is being done somewhere. No one is attending to it, because these are the rules which you need to know. That is why you must be close to your agent if you are applying through agent, to make sure that all these things are tallied up and they bring everything that is needed. It is even better for you to oversupply document that you did not bring in the document that is needed. Make sure that the bank statement that you submitted is genuine, because now they are making every inquiry concerning your proof of fund. Remember that you have to prove to them that once they granted you visa, that if you travel to Canada, that you are going to come back home, by supplying them with enough home ties to prove to them that when you travel, that you are definitely going to return back to your home, because the business that you prove that you are doing is so legitimate and so important to you, not only to you, but others that surround you. That's including your nuclear family that surround you. The proof of fund is more important now, especially for students. Be ready to show more sufficient fund to prove that when you go, you can able to take care of yourself without depending on anybody. These are the current updates which the Canadian Embassy have rolled out. The reason why there has been many rejection of visa application, delays in processing applications, and the other stuff, as many of you has been crying and citing that Canada are delaying so much in approving visa or responding to your application after you have do your biometrics. Is either you have an incomplete application form, or that the document that you uploaded is not enough to grant you your application, and they don't have time to begin to write to you for you to bring this thing. If you are doing medical, make sure that everything you do there tallies with your passport and every other thing that have something to do with your name, date of birth, place of birth, your place where you are living, your address, your school, what you submitted from your school. Always concentrate on the name, your name. If you have 3 names, make sure that that name is being spelled out the same as it is in your international passport. These are very, very important for you. If you really wanted to have your Canadian visa approved, make sure that you take it one after the other. Check everything very well, double check. Do not be in a hurry, because once you have submitted, there is no room for you to retrieve or to amend any other thing. Take it easy and make sure that you get it right, so that all your effort will not be in vain. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much, and see you in our next video. God bless you.